Modia. We begin with the story here where President Muhammadu Buhari has denied allegation that recent arrests of some judges over corruption allegations was an attempt by the executive to usurp powers of the judiciary. President Buhari made the denial at the opening of year 2017 All Nigerian Judges Conference in Abuja. He urged the judges to ignore such insinuations and support his administration's fight against corruption. State House correspondent Nabuchi Oken Nabuchi sent in the report.
The 2017 edition of the biennial All Nigerian Judges Conference is targeted at creating a platform for members of the bench to discuss challenges confronting the judiciary. Speaking at the opening of the conference, President Buhari denied insinuations that a raid on some judges' residence on October 8, 2016 was an attempt to intimidate the judiciary by the executive. The raid of the judges' houses by operatives of the Department of State Services was trailed by divergent views by Nigerians. And this will be the first time President Buhari will be speaking on the raid on judges' residence.
Let me again assure the judicial community this action taken by executive was in no way a prelude to usurping the powers of the National Judicial Council or aimed at intimidating the judiciary as wrongly portrayed in some sections of the media.
President Buhari also advocated speedy dispensation of justice by the courts as a way of decongesting the nation's prisons.
Efforts of these delays and discontinuities range from loss of confidence in the judicial system to overcrowding of prisons.
According to the Chief Justice of the Federation, Walter Onogen, efforts are ongoing to reform the judiciary.
You will all agree with me that over time the judiciary, due to its conservative nature, had stagnated in its operations while the other arms of government have continued to undergo reforms. That explains why, upon my assumption of office as the Chief Justice of Nigeria, I set up a steering committee on reform of the nation's judiciary.
The theme of the conference is strengthening judicial integrity and the rule of law.
On our next story, President Muhammadu Buhari has mourned the death of elder statesman and former Vice President, Dr. Alex Ifeanyichukwu Ekwueme. He said Dr. Ekweme's unwavering commitment to the unity of Nigeria had been a major encouragement to many governments. The president, in a statement issued by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, described the 85-year-old who died on Sunday in a London hospital as one whose regular counsels on national issues and mediations for peaceful coexistence will be sorely missed. He condoled with Nigerians and the government and people of Anambra State over the loss of the family's patriarch. President Buhari recalled the personal sacrifices he made in helping to lay the foundation for sustainable democracy in Nigeria. He said the former vice president worked assiduously to improve the livelihood of many poor and underprivileged people through the Alex Ekwueme Foundation, describing him as a man who served his country and humanity. The president prayed that the Almighty God will receive the soul of the departed and grant his family the fortitude to bear the loss. The death of the Second Republic vice president was announced on Monday in a statement signed by his younger brother and traditional ruler of the Oko Kingdom, Professor Las Ekwueme. And now, away from that, the Tinkan Island Command of the Nigeria Customs Service has handed over 40-feet container of pharmaceutical product falsely declared as spare part to the commander of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, in Sejak at Tinkan, Lagos. The Customs Area Controller, Comptroller Bashar Yusuf, while handing over the container, reaffirmed the Customs' resolve to build on the existing interagency cooperation with all concerned regulatory agencies to intercept illicit and illegal goods at the ports. Speaking on the negative impact of drugs on the Nigerian youth, the controller said the products are highly regulated and youths consume them illegally at an alarming proportion.
Revenue collection or enforcement activities, but whatever will involve killing the Nigerian youth, we must stop it. If you look at it, 2019 is fast approaching. Electioneering will soon commence, and youth and those vagabonds being used by all sorts of people through this consumption of these drugs will increase. And we say, no, we must stop it from getting to the public. And that's why you see the NDLEA representative in Tinkan here. We are going to give him this, and they will do the needful.
Controllers said the service is repositioned to tackle all forms of social vices among the youths and also promote national growth and development.
There's no place apart from Nigeria which we can call our own. So every Nigerian should protect this country called Nigeria. And that's what we are doing today. It is not about revenue or trade facilitation. No, it is about we must cut social vices and whatever leads to it.
Receiving the container on behalf of the NDLEA, the commander in Tinkan Island, Insay Jack, thanked the customs for the interception and assured them of the command's support in tackling all forms of criminality in the ports.
I wish to thank the controller of General Customs Service, Tinkan Command, and his staff for making this handing over possible today. This, as I said earlier, demonstrates the fact that we are working together here for the benefit of this nation, and we will continue to do so. And I wish to also believe that even when we are not here, the new set of officers from Custom, NDLA, or any other discipline that will come in here will continue the same thing. It's not a matter of it is the presence here, and when he leaves, another one comes and everything scatters. We'll continue to do the same thing for the benefit of this nation.
And away from that, the Independent National Electoral Commission will on Wednesday issue certificate of return to the incumbent governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, following his victory in the Saturday governorship election conducted in the state. It will be recalled that Obiano polled 234,071 votes, while the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Tony Nwoye, polled 98,752 votes. Also, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party polled 70,293 votes. The Resident Electoral Commission of the state, while thanking all stakeholders for the success of the election, says the event will take place at the office of the commission in Awka, the state capital.
So, the last thing I want to say is that as INEC, we made a promise to offer the people of Anambra free, fair, and credible election. We have that continue to keep us together. In election, some must win and some people must lose. So INEC will issue a certificate of return. That event we have scheduled to hold on Wednesday.
Orji, who called for peace among residents of the state, maintained that the commission has conducted a credible governorship election, which the commission promised the people of Anambra State. And now the national chairman of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, Dr. Victor Oye, has ascribed the victory of his party at the just concluded governorship election held in Anambra as a testimony of the popularity of the party in the state. Speaking with Galaxy News in Awka, Dr. Oye disclosed that the election was peaceful and its outcome reflects the true wish of the people of Anambra State, adding that it has shown that All Progressive Grand Alliance is undefeated.
Because it has resulted in a landslide victory for the governor of Anambra State. Yes, everybody is interested in this election. Every Nigerian, and 95.5% of them were rooting for Obiano to win. And he has won.
Preparation for the election by the electoral umpire, stressing that the chairman of the commission has displayed high level of integrity, which if continued will enhance a democracy in Nigeria.
We already celebrated, and I want to commend the security agencies for a job well done, for maintaining the peace. Despite a few cases, everywhere was calm, and the voters were committed. They were ready to vote, and they voted for the man of their choice.
On the threat by the independent people of Biafra, The national chairman of the All Progressive Grand Alliance says the group has a genuine case but with wrong approach. And now more stories coming up after this break. Do stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Galaxy TV News. For more updated latest news, log on to our website www.galaxytvonline.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel youtube.com/GalaxyTV Nigeria. You can also follow or interact with us via our Facebook page facebook.com/GalaxyTV or tweet at GalaxyTV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at @OfficialGalaxyTV. Our social media platforms are user-friendly, can always accommodate your live updates and comments. And still on the news, the Ondo State chapter of Nigerian Union of Teachers, NUT, has staged a peaceful protest kicking against local government autonomy. The teachers' union officials said the proposed local government autonomy will bring back the dark days of zero allocation when teachers were left without salaries for several months. Speaking with newsmen in Accra, the state capital, the acting state secretary of the union said local government autonomy will affect smooth running of primary education in the country.
Granting local government full autonomy will have devastating effect not only on teachers but on primary education in general. It will take our primary education and education as a whole back to where we were in the dark ages.
The teachers said federal government of Nigeria should design a platform where money meant for primary school teachers will be paid directly without mixing it up with local government allocations.
Transferred to state government because ordinarily in line with the Constitution, Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, the responsibility of fundamental primary school is primarily that of the state. The local government is to participate.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union with us. Viva Lagos! Viva Africa! Viva struggle!
And now moving on to Delta, the State Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education